Greetings, fellow aficionados of horror cinema. I've just emerged from a chilling encounter with The Nun 2. This eagerly anticipated sequel reintroduces us to Sister Irene, who believes she's escaped the clutches of the malevolent Valak, only to realize that this unholy spirit still thrives, wreaking havoc within the church. I'm here to share my thoughts without divulging any spoilers, because I understand the sanctity of suspense. Now, let's talk about the Conjuring Universe, shall we? As a devoted admirer of this supernatural cinematic realm, I must acknowledge the genius that James Wan brought to the initial Conjuring installments. Warner Brothers struck gold, transforming it into a sprawling universe. Admittedly, not every Annabelle film was a hit, although Annabelle Creation did stand out. And let's not forget the audacious attempt to immortalize La Llorona on the big screen, even though it's no longer officially part of the Conjuring universe. However, when it comes to The Nun and her standalone series, there was genuine excitement. This character, as portrayed in The Conjuring 2, haunted my nightmares. Hence, my expectations were high. Yet, the first film left much to be desired. It ranks as my least favorite in the entire franchise. I was so disinterested that I hadn't revisited it since its theatrical release. To prepare for The Nun 2, I resorted to a recap video on YouTube, a decision I do not regret. So, what about The Nun 2? Did it rise above its predecessor's mediocrity? I believe it did, primarily due to a more engaging storyline. This time, we witnessed two parallel narratives intertwining beautifully. Sister Irene and Storm Reid's characters embark on a quest that turns them into paranormal detectives, a twist that intrigued me. They explore Valak's haunting history, uncovering captivating lore that felt far more plausible than the previous installment's Blood of Christ solution. The other narrative thread, set in a boarding school for girls, proved equally captivating. The film adeptly reveals the nun's presence, her targets, and the chillingly unique deaths that unfold within the school. A young girl named Sophie, facing relentless bullying, evokes our sympathy. The film succeeds in creating likable characters who elicit genuine concern. Michael Chabes, the returning director, shows his flair for unique shots, improving upon the trailer's standout scene involving a magazine stand. He avoids the cheap jump scare trope that plagues many horror movies, opting for visuals that genuinely unsettle the audience. The third act, while somewhat bizarre, brings chaos and humor into the mix, creating an unexpected blend that entertained me. However, let's delve into the mixed to negative aspects. While The Nun 2 surpasses its predecessor, it still falls short of the franchise's top-tier entries. It treads a formulaic path, failing to distinguish itself in terms of story, scares, or kills. The kills, in particular, felt surprisingly restrained for an R-rated film, with only one truly impressive death scene. I yearn for more moments like that. As the film progresses, it loses some of its initial intrigue, concluding with a somewhat anticlimactic final. The build-up toward Valak's resurgence and the subsequent showdown left me wanting more. It's as if the writers intended to deliver a series of jump scares and call it a day. In summary, The Nun 2 finds itself in the middle tier of Conjuring films. It's neither a masterpiece nor a disaster. General audiences are likely to find it enjoyable, but it lacks the standout elements that elevate the best entries in the franchise. It doesn't leave a lasting impression, feeling somewhat uneventful and anticlimactic by the end. For fans of The Nun and the Conjuring universe, this sequel may well meet your expectations. However, if you're a cinephile seeking a horror film that transcends the formula, you might be disappointed. While it's a decent addition to the franchise, The Nun 2 is a movie you can comfortably wait to watch at home. It's not a dumpster fire, but it won't leave you awestruck either. As always, I'm eager to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter @BMagic or Instagram @BMagic. Until next time, this is Chris, signing off.